Okay, guys, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Right. So, this week we'll be looking at some charts to analyze. All right. This should be my first weekly and weekly reports and weekly market reviews that we're going to have. I trust that as we begin today, we will also have a series of time whereby we're going to look at different concepts together in the market so that we'll be able to learn much more in this new year. All right, so I'll be looking at the 7 pairs or 8 pairs I always analyze every week. So we'll be starting from Euro USD. Right, just like you can see it, Euro USD seems bullish. Right, it seems bullish. I'm looking for a way whereby this is a weekly time frame anyway, whereby this particular high would be broken. But looking at this chart, right? Looking at this chart, I have seen some sign of bearishness in this pair, even though it is yet to begins to drop on the weekly time frame. But I'm looking to buy this pair on the weekly time frame on this particular zone, or preferably on this particular candle. That is where I will be looking to buy this pair on the weekly time frame. But anyway, we'll be doing some kind of drop down analysis so that we can know what exactly we'll be expecting on this pair in this coming week. Now, on the daily time frame, as you can see, this daily time frame has given us, right, a kind of 3 each structure reversal pattern, right? And these, as you can see it, we have the first one here, we have the second one here, we have the third one here. So really, I'm expecting price to come all the way to this zone, right, for me to sell this pair down. As you can see that on the weekly time frame, I've seen that bearish nature of price action displaying itself for us and showing his hand. So with that, I will be able to look at that price and trade from there. Then, as you can see, I will be looking to buy this pair up right from here. Then this will mean that when this market opens, based on the power of three that we have done in this free tutorial, right? This was last week low. Then market took out this liquidity. Then we are expecting this market to at least, right, buy. I will be expecting it on this candle, right? That's the candle I'll be expecting it to give me the price action, right? And I will be able to buy this pair. I'll be looking for that to happen, drop to this side, then price comes to this side, then for me to to um to to sell that pair at that particular rate. But anyway, let's see what 4 hour will be doing right on the 4 hour time frame. Now, I call this a weekly low. No, this should be last month low, right? That should be last month low. Then, as we can see on the daily time frame, preferably, I mean, on the 4 hour time frame, preferably, we'll be looking at this zone to be our selling zone on the daily time frame. Now, on the um 1 hour time frame, this is 4 hour time frame, preferably I want this price to come to this zone for us to buy. Now this has given us a simple market structure, right? And I'm seeing some kind of reversal pattern that might really push this price down, right, into this particular zone. Then this should be my DXI pattern, double side impulsiveness. So I'll be looking towards this zone to buy this pair. Then is the buying will be for a very short period of time. Then before we see it buying, selling all over again. As we can see that the weekly is showing bearish, the 4 hour, the daily time frame also is showing bearish. We're just looking for opportunity for us to buy this pair in this particular zone. But before then, it might really move into this particular zone before it will come back here, then come back to this zone for us to sell it. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, let's see what 1 hour is doing. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, just like I've said it on the 4 hour time frame, I'll be expecting this price to drop down right from here, right? Seeing my kind of structure from in here, right? I will be looking for it to drop, if not to this particular block, but this block preferably, right? This block preferably. That is in line with what we have on the 15 minutes time frame, right? For us to buy it, then before we look for the bearish movement to resume fully. Now, another thing that you'll be looking out for, right, is on this particular block, right? And price has already got into that block, so we'll be looking for that push down before we continue that upside again. Then that doesn't guarantee that this particular zone will hold. As you can see, that price is really bearish on the higher time frame, but I'm looking towards this zone being respected anyway. Now, the next pair we're going to look at is USDCHF, just like the same thing that we can see on the on the Euro USD, right? As you can see, this price is surely bearish, right? This price is surely bearish, but I can see a bullish sign. Now, this is not really showing a bullish sign, but anyway, this also based on my concept, right? I can see, right, this price has already dropped in this manner, and then price was really struggling in this area, so I'm expecting price to really to to go up a bit, even though it might really drop, but to go up a bit before then. Now, on the daily time frame, let's see what daily is saying. Now, daily has broken this structure, then we might see a kind of retracement for you to continue upward. Now, this is an order block, and this order block might really serve as what might push this price down. But let's say for our time frame, let's say for our time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, we have seen that double side here, right? We've seen that double side here, right? This particular zone and this particular zone, the price was struggling to really go up. For me, I will be looking to buy this pair here, right? Just like what we have on Euro USD. We are expecting it to drop, but at the same time, we want it to go higher a bit before then, right? So that said, that I will be looking for this pair, to buy this pair around this area, and or around this area. This will be my best bet to buy that pair. But before then, I'm looking for this zone to be broken, then price retrace into this zone, then should come back into this zone, then before we see a buy. And that's going to be for a 4-hour time frame. Now, let's see 1-hour time frame and see what is happening in the 1-hour time frame. Now, in the 1-hour time frame, we can see the market is making some kind of a lower high, though we expect it to drop down right before, all right, to drop down to break the structure. Then we can see that retracement into this zone, then we come to this zone, right? Preferably on the 1-hour time frame, this particular zone, right? And that is where we are looking forward to buy this pair from, right? This particular zone, but we want to sell it, right? We want price to come to this zone to sell to this zone, right? And this might be our buying area, whereby we'll be buying this pair till, right, on what we have on daily, right, to continue higher from there. But this has already shown us some kind of weakness in the price, that price is about to drop. Then on the 1-hour time frame, when we have a clear break of this, they will just be looking for a good retracement. If this really break with an impulsive move, they will be looking for a good retracement into this zone, right, and continue down. Or this particular high should be taken, price might come back here, retest this particular block, then we'll continue to come down here, right, then before we go up. So that is what I am looking at on that pair, right? So you should know the general view is that this pair should really go up. As you can see, a weakness in the price, and on the Euro USD also, we can see some weakness in the price in it going higher. So this suggests to us that this price will drop. But before it drop, right, preferably I'll be looking for this particular area for us to sell it. And this particular area, if market find its way, let me drop to daily time frame. This market find its way to get to this area, this will be my best buying opportunity to buy this pair to this zone. But moreover, on the 4-hour time frame, this is another good zone I've seen. On the 1-hour time frame is another good zone, but if that zone is not valid or did not hold, then we'll be looking forward to see it come to this daily time frame zone for us to buy it, and that buying is for us to sell it in this particular zone that I have marked here. So the next pair I'll be looking at is GBPUSD. Now on the weekly time frame, we can see that price is also struggling to go up. So this is not really a good price action for us in a bullish market structure. So in that, it's showing some kind of weakness. This doesn't mean that it will retrace immediately or it will drop the price immediately. No, when price is showing that weakness, we just look for much more confirmation in bearish move for us to sell it. But if not, we just let it to continue going up without us buying it, because it is showing some kind of weakness in the price action. Now on the daily time frame, you can see how price is really struggling up. So that doesn't stop price from not going up, right? It's just it's just an indicator for us to know that price, right, that buyers are not really strong in the market any longer. But we can't see any buying opportunity, even though when we know that buyers are not confident and they are not really in the market, then we should know that bearish move is on the corner. But we cannot also accept the fact that we should sell it immediately. So we need much more confirmation for us to do that. Now, seeing the 4 hour time frame, right? On the 4 hour time frame, as you can see, that we've already seen weakness on the weekly time frame and on the daily time frame. Now, on the 4 hour time frame, we have this not last week high anyway. This was Friday's high, and this we can see price taking out this particular high, and also this looks like an equal high anyway. So we expect price to at least take out this high before we see it come down. Well, anyway, another thing that we can really consider, right? The first thing is that I want this particular high to be taken and giving us our confirmation based on our liquidity grab trading, which is actually our EURPC. So I want this high to be taken before just like an equal high, because this has already given me my 3E structure 1, 2, 3. Then this created a rejection zone here, but with an equal high. So I can expect this high to be taken out before I sell, right? But another view of this is that this is a rejection zone, right? This is the rejection zone after market has given me my 3 Not only that, now on the 1 hour time frame, I can refine this on the 30 minutes time frame. Let's just refine that zone and see what might really happen now on the 15 minutes time frame. Now let's see, right, on the 15 minutes time frame, this is a good bet for us. Now going back to the 4 hour time frame, now to the 4 hour time frame, we can see that price took out this liquidity. Now we can also see on the 1 hour time frame that this particular high was taken. But anyway, I will go to the 15 minutes time frame to see what 15 minute time frame is saying. Now on the 15 minutes time frame, I have this high taken, right? The first high was taken, the second high was taken, and this is the third one. And the fourth one came after breaking market structure. That invalidated all the 3 hits anyway, because price was only consolidating around this area before then. But really, what we might see on the 1 hour time frame is that price should do something like this, should consolidate a bit, come back to take out this high, and then drop. Then this will be our first target. This should be our first target, and this should be our second target before we know what price would be doing. That's on 1 hour. As you can see, I am starting from weekly. Weekly is suggesting to me that price is really struggling, right? And with this, I can see it struggling also on all time frames like that. So I'm expecting a liquidity grab to take out this high, and from there I can see the price coming to this low, as that is what I'll be expecting to see on that pair. And the next pair I'll be looking at is on gold, right? I will start from the weekly. At the same time, price was struggling to go down, right? Really struggling to go down. Then I'll be expecting this low to be taken, all right? This low to be taken, right? All right, to be taken out, and probably price getting rejection on this particular block. Then on the daily time frame, as you can see on the daily time frame, this is showing like a kind of trade here, right? As you can see, this is a kind of weakness I'm talking about, right? This gave us a weakness, rejected here. Then this also is where we can see price responding to. So provided this zone holds, right? So we can likely see price come in this manner. 1, 2, 3, right? Then we have another 1, 2, 3 here, getting rejection on this particular zone. So we can expect price to come all the way to take out this high and get rejection on this indecision or on this particular zone. So that will be our sure bet. But anyway, just like what I've shown to you on the weekly time frame, on the overall is that this particular low should be taken. But before then, we are expecting price to come, right, to be a buy in there, right, in this particular zone. You can look for a buying opportunity, then up to this zone before we see it drop down, then before we see it going up, because the gold is really bullish on the higher time frame, right? Gold is really bullish on the higher time frame. Now let's see 4 hour time frame to know what we're doing. Now on the 4 hour time frame, we can see the perfect 3 hit has actually appeared 1 to 3, getting rejection here, So we can expect to have taken a trade probably on 50 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame to really take the trade up. But anyway, this is where we are coming to one or this zone. This zone also is a 3E structure, 1, 2, 3. So we can expect price to come to this zone for us to continue the bearish. Then until this particular low is taken out, and when that low is taken out, we can expect price to continue to go in the bullish way, and that will be our target on the overall trade for the weekly trade. Now let's see the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, we can see that price is it's not that price is really bullish, as all these zones are really struggling. Then before price broke through this zone, then if you couldn't find an entry there, then this should be um, another kind of entry for us. Expect price to retrace into that zone for us to sell, buy this pair to the zone I've stated earlier. Now, so the next pair we're going to look at is EURJPY. On the EURJPY, look at the weekly. Also, the weekly, we can see that weakness here also, just like all every other pair are giving us, right? Then this liquidity graph. Then that daily time frame would make it clearer for us. On the daily time frame, we can see our rejection zone towards the extreme of the market, right? Towards the extreme of the market, right? This is giving us a perfect one. Market break this structure, came back to retest that zone. Then after that, came back to retest it again. So we're expecting it to at least break this zone, right? And probably this zone, and this will be our best bet for the buy, or this zone anyway. That will be our zone to buy that pair. So on the 4 hour time frame, right? On the 4 hour time, you can see price struggling here. But anyway, I want to sell this pair on this candle, right? With that, if we go to 15 minutes time frame, you would have seen that particular structure clearly. This gave us a 3E structure, right? And the entry has already taken place today. As many people that have already taken that opportunity, you would have taken this trade today. But anyway, there's a probability that price might come back to this zone again for us to be a seller, right? So that is what I'll be expecting. And don't forget, our target will be to take out this low, right? And this is really from the weekly time frame, as we have actually seen that we really retrace that from a weekly time frame to the 15 minutes time frame to pick our trade. And with this, I would have really taken my entry if I were you on the 1 hour, on the 1 minute time frame, right? And that would have given me so much profit. You should expect my flashcard on this very soon. Then seeing this, right, we can still expect a new entry around this area. When price retraces to this area, then we can look forward to a new entry. So the next pair will be CADJPY. Then on the weekly time frame, as you can see, right, on the weekly time frame, price was really consolidating around this zone, right? So we can see accumulation, right? Then manipulation, take out this eye, struggling to break that zone too, get rejected here, right? As we can see that this also is a 3-8, right? So we're expecting price to drop from there because price was really struggling going higher. So this will serve as a liquidity graph. Price been rejecting on this particular block before we see it going higher. Now that is on the weekly time frame. Now on the daily time frame, we also see that struggling here, right, in that particular zone. So we're expecting something to give us a bearish movement on that pair. So I'll be looking for a 3E structure or a double-sided impulsiveness for me to jump into this trade now. Right, this price is really struggling at the same time too. So anyway, this might be a good zone, right, to sell this pair from. Let's see 30 minutes time frame, right? You can see 1 to 3, right, on a 15 minutes time frame, right? 15 minutes time frame, we can refine that into this particular block. We expect price to come back in a compressed manner, then we can expect it to drop down, just like we have it on EURJPY. Right, so these are the forex FX pairs that I have. Then let's look at which pair. That's USD30 and NASDAQ together, right? USD30, all right, we can see this pair is really struggling, right? No, just loaded. Now we can see price also doing the same thing, the same stuff here. Let's see daily time frame. All right, on the daily time frame, you can see it took out a lot of liquidity, right? price was really struggling, and that doesn't mean that price will not continue to go higher until we see a clear bearish move. Then we are not going to do anything. Now I can't see any clear bearish move, and I'm not going to buy this pair at the same time because there is no good structure for me to buy it until I see a clear zone. Right, let's see this zone. This might really be a buy. Then probably this particular pair, if you really want to buy this pair, might be a best bet for us to buy the pair. Right. So lastly, on today's class will be on US Tech. Right. Start from the weekly. Also see the weekly also struggling on a daily. All right. Daily also giving us a 3 hit, but not a perfect 3 hit on a 4-hour time frame. Let's wait for it to load on a 4-hour time frame. So making analysis just so simple. So you can actually learn this way and be perfect in what you do. Right, this refused to load now, and this was also struggling. Right, let's do 1 hour time frame. As if you see the 4-hour time frame here, all right, you see that price already gave us that 3 structure. Now we would have really taken our ELPC trade here, right? Even though is not so much confirmation in that zone, then price was also struggling. Right, 1 hour time frame or 15 minutes time frame will be our charge if we're going to take that trade from the beginning. All right, this did not really give us a perfect entry up there and not a good structure. Anyway, we have to wait until we have a perfect structure up there. So this, I'm not seeing any clear zone, any clear direction on this. All right, no price was struggling to really go up. Okay, so this is what I have for you today and for this week. All right, you can prepare your mind and see what I've done, backtest this, and let's see how this will unfold during the course of the week. All right, so you can contact me on Telegram. Right, my Telegram channel is in the description box. Right, is in the description box. Make sure you check the description box and get my contact there. You can join our Telegram channel. Right, you can follow us on Instagram and can also message me personally, or you can send a message to my email address. Then at the same time, right, you should endeavor to subscribe to this YouTube channel. All right, guys, as many people that are asking for the mentorship is closed now. It will be opened on the 14th of this month. All right, so thank you so much for joining in. I will see you next week. Until then, take care of yourself and God bless you.